What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica. We are down here. I thought I recorded um, the other day. Yesterday, I was in the car. Yesterday, Saturday, I was in the car. Let me make sure this thing is on, girl. I have a feeling something is going to stop production today. So I'm like, I'm like on edge. Not really on edge, but like, I got my head on a swivel. Is that what they tell you? Keep your head on a swivel. What's up, everybody? We down here, girl. Good girl, good girl. So I don't have anything to talk about. I was reading some of the discourse on some of the posts that I made in regards to the Braxtons. I saw folks giving commentary on the Braxtons and how they were in a session talking. So I watched some of it. Um, but I can't watch it for too long. It's so triggering. It is so triggering to watch stuff like that. And then when you hear the discourse, you can see how so many people have different perspectives on this family dynamic, and unfortunately for some people, they don't see the toxicity. They don't see where the problem is, and instead of like identifying the problem, it's like nobody wants to say that the mother it's the mother, it's the mom, it's the mom. No, she's not to blame, but she's the reason, because certain family dynamics put this over emphasis on respect. Brown, especially brown melanated people from all over the globe, they put this thing where there's blurred line of fear and respect, right? It's almost as though um it's always likened to a slave owner relationship, where you have to whittle yourself down, abandon yourself, give no have no agency, because this person, this authority figure is here, mother, father, whomever authority. And so you, especially the mother and the father, you have to behave in a way like I said on the little clip that I made over the weekend. You have to act like this person will still whoop you. You have to act like there's a trauma response there, where if your mother says something to you, and this is an 80-year-old woman, almost 80 years old, you have to act and revert to being a child and acting like you're a scared little child, getting in place, knowing where you belong in this hierarchy. The hierarchical parenting style breeds what you see on the Braxtons. They are not the only ones. And I said it yesterday. Shout out to them for actually allowing it to be shared, because what we're witnessing is not isolated to them. A church going family, mother's hair is always in place. Father is a fucking terrorist to the mother, but she suffers in silence because he's also a man of God. Do you see how all the shit is in place? They not the only ones. They are not the only ones. Shout out to Tracy, to Trina, to Wanda, Tony, and Tamar, and Evelyn, and the rest of the family members that allow us to see it. That's part of, actually, it's really part of breaking cycles. If you're unable to identify how toxic that dynamic is, the more than likely your family, you might be in a family situation similar, a family dynamic similar. Something's the same, even if the father isn't there, if the father's in and out. Father in two-parent home. These girls came from two-parent home. Father disrespectful to the mother, abusive. Cheating on a woman is abuse. I don't care what y'all say. But then I have to keep up appearances. I was watching Rodney the Voice. Shout out to Rodney the Voice. Hey, cousin. Where he said, Miss Evelyn, always in place. In place, baby. One of those older, y'all all know that woman. Y'all all know that woman. Those women were in my family. Women like Miss Evelyn, yes. Every hair in place, laid, hair laid. She don't ever look out of place. Her life shambles. Her personal life with her partner shambles. But she cannot look out of place. You will never see her cry. I wonder if they've ever seen their mother cry. But then they have to act like they're like she's this authority where she's still able to inflict harm on them. They act like that. Oh, they respect their mama. That's not respect. That's fear. And it's not it's weird because it's like I see y'all doing it. Y'all will be in the comments. Oh, if my mama did that today, my mama will yoke me up today. Your 80-year-old mama would yoke you up today. And if you saying, yeah, she would, you got some work to do. Because that's not a healthy relationship to have with your parental figure. No matter how old they are, this thing where you will revert back and they can trigger you to act like and get in line, that's not respect. You abandon and compromise who you are so that you can be in relationship with somebody you don't get along with. You're telling me I'm being forced to be in a relationship with Tamar? I don't want to be. Why? Because you was forced to stay with my dad because you didn't want to break up this family? You want us to stay like you stayed? No, lady, we not doing that. Tawanda, I give her props for like calling Tamar. No, that's not what I said. That's what you said. That's what came out of your mouth. We're not playing these games. We old ass women up here. Y'all in your 50s. Still acting like you scared of your mother. Y'all have children who can make y'all grandparents. And you still acting like you scared of your mama? What is she gonna do? What did she do? Why do you act like that? Why do we act like we are afraid of our parents as adults? That's not healthy, y'all. It's not cute to say as an adult that you're still afraid that your mama might whoop you. That's not healthy. Tony has said it. If y'all weren't my family, do you see? She has created an obligatory contract that may or may not be a contributor to her health. And I'm just going to say it. Y'all don't understand how stress, toxic relationships, family, people all over the world, and like I said, people acting like, oh, you want to blame the black woman. Girl, if you want to feign responsibility for your creations, then you're lost. You are lost. You have already given your power away. Their mother is the one they are in relationship. Their mother is the one forcing them to maintain a relationship that is toxic. That's what their mother is actively doing. And that's what they're acting like they need to do in order to make their mother happy. This family is a wreck, but Miss Evelyn always looks so nice. So what? Mindful, so demure. She always looks together. She's not even healed. She's still trying to get these women. She's not even able to see my girls, my daughters don't like each other. There's nothing, I can't do nothing about that. You trying to force something the way that you were forced to stay in a relationship. And then you have to acknowledge how family relationships, how they translate outside in your other relationships, in your career, in your friends, with your intimate partners. It all plays out. Tamar is too much. And for a personality like Tawanda, and I'm sure the other ones, they don't get along with that. And she's used to operating, being able to do what she does because she's the baby. She's 50. Hey Siri, how old is Tamar Braxton?
Tamar Braxton is 47 years old.
50. And you still acting like, oh, you don't call me, girl. Y'all don't call each other. If this is a relationship, it has to be mutual, reciprocal, where we're both putting in the effort to maintain the relationship. I have siblings. I have a sibling I don't speak to me. No, I don't speak to him. Can you imagine? Again, it would be playing out in the relationships. In my family, you go back to men who abuse you. My brother put his hands around my neck. He'll never be around me anymore, ever, never. But women in my family, they go back to men who abuse them. So if I would have on the paternal side, I talked about that the other day. They go back to men who abuse them. So if I was operating under that program, me and my brother would be in proximity. You will never be in proximity to me, my nigga. You put your hands on me. If I see you, it might be lights out. Because that's really how our family rolls. Should family roll? Somebody puts their hands on somebody, lights out. And I'm supposed to maintain a relationship with somebody who assaulted me? No. Just because he's my sibling? Absolutely not. So my siblings who I want to maintain relationship with, you put in the effort. You put in the effort. They put in the effort. Where I don't see any effort, I don't put any effort. I will match your effort because this is a mutual, reciprocal relationship where we are not operating in a space where if we don't get along, we're not in proximity to each other, bro. That's just like that. Well, you talk to such and such and such and such every day because they call me. Tawanda said, they call me. I care about the people. Did you hear her? Who are around me. She said, in my house, but bitch, who are the people who I'm in community with? Sister, we're not in community. We may have the same last name. We may have the same DNA codes, but we don't get along. We are not in community, and it's okay. You're too much. You do too much. You act too much. It's always lights, 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 lights behind Tamar. Girl, no, go away. I'm cool. You cool, but you're a personality that I can't get along with. Like I said in the video, Evelyn and women like her are the type of women in those families who will make you hug the family pedophile. Go ahead and go hug Uncle so and so. Go ahead and hug Aunt so and so. Them motherfuckers touch children. No, why are you making the little kids hug people? First of all, that is showing children that they don't have any autonomy. When you make them hug somebody, I don't want to hug them. I hope you are all out of that. I hope we are all out of forcing children to hug adults they don't want to hug. I hope we're out of that, because that is a demonstration of you have no autonomy, no agency. Go hug that person. I don't care if they not the family pedophile. If they say I don't want to hug that person, adults should be asking children to hug them. They shouldn't be entitled to put their arms around a child. No, I don't give a fuck who you are. That's another indication on how we are taught to abandon and compromise ourselves for other people. You learn it first in the family. Yeah, we blaming the black woman. The blame goes on her. Miss Evelyn stayed in that relationship like a lot of women do. And she's seething, pissed off, mad, angry. But she wants her daughters to do the same thing. Her daughters don't want to do it. And it's like putting two of the same kind of with a positive magnets together. You know, they won't go together. You have to put the negative and the positive together in order for them to stick. But the two positives, they won't go together. You can't put them together. Stop doing that. People don't have to get along with people. They just don't. And these toxic family dynamics, and then you again wonder why your relationships look the way they do. Look at the way Tamar shows up in her relationships. Why are you over there, Tamar? Just like Evelyn, a man has told the world that he hurt you on purpose. JR has told the internet that what he did to Tamar, when he hurt Tamar, he did it intentionally. He did it intentionally. Someone is telling you they love you while intentionally, publicly humiliating you. Those two things don't go together. But yet and still, JR is the best thing that has ever happened to her. Those things don't go together. Where do you think she learned that from? Her mom. She learned that from her mother. Maintaining a relationship that is toxic, she learned it from her mama and daddy. When y'all be staying for the kids, look what you teach them. You teach them how to stay in relationships that don't serve them. You teach them how to be miserable in relationships and then also call it love. No, he's the best thing that's ever happened to you. This man that immediately went out on a date with somebody who came back to the internet and threw it in your face, and you're somewhere near him, and he can create that much violence in your world, and you want him near you and your son. I'm sorry, that doesn't make sense to me. But it makes sense to her because that's what she saw. That's what you teach your children. When you stay in relationships that harm you, that are toxic, and look how it manifests. Look at all the things that they have, the little things that they have. Tawanda seems like she is a super control freak. Trina just does, she just, whatever, I'm drinking, I'm eating, I'm doing, I'm that you can see how everything is manifesting in that. It's our environment, it's how we deal with people, it's who we have. Let me tell you something. If I can keep my body in a perpetual healing regenerative process, and that means not having anyone around me that will cause me stress, that means that there will be no one around me who, I don't care who they are, even if I birth them. If you're causing me stress to where my body can't be a host of regenerative healing, you can't be around me. That manifests in your body. You wonder why all these older women, they look beautiful though. Don't they look cute? All their hair is in place. Their wigs is in place. Their damn shoes match their stockings. They still wearing stockings. You know they still wearing stockings. Hose, pantyhose. They got their foundation on. They always look sharp. Sharp. But what's going on inside? Why are you forcing your daughters to maintain relationships that don't serve them? I can't believe you talking about Evelyn's death. Parents die every day. People die every day, B. Every day. That's one thing we are all guaranteed, death. But some of you have been taught by your father God religion and have a weird relationship with death. That's why when it's brought up, it's like, why would you bring up her death? Because as other people, we're not going to act like, see, we're not going to do these things where we try to go around and say, oh, you're trying to blame the black woman, or what are you talking about? Like you don't know what people are talking about. When Big Mama dies, what breaks up? What breaks up when Big Mama dies? Because nothing breaks up when Paw Paw dies. Everybody's still chilling. Girl, We still here. When Big Mama dies, shit breaks up. People stop, the family things stop happening. People don't go around that as much. No, because people feel like I don't really like them people. Yeah, we family, but you're my earth family. That's it. That's it. I don't vibe with you. It don't resonate when I come here. It don't feel familiar when I come here. I'm always on edge. My nervous system is out of whack. I'm afraid you're going to invite somebody in this home that harmed one of these children that are adults now. You inviting this motherfucker, like all of that shit. Come on, y'all. Stop acting like that's not the thing. And and we're not going to act like it is exclusive to a group of people. This happens all over that family dynamic. And don't say nothing. Wasn't the daddy in church? Weren't they in church? And the dad had some figure in church? The man of God spreading it low, laying it low and spreading it wide? What? The man of God. And but you can't say nothing about the man of God. And she don't want to lose her position. Cause then it's gonna Evelyn couldn't even keep her man. She couldn't even keep her man together. You see how all of that shit compounded creates so much toxicity where women stay in these weird ass relationships with men who are actively harming them? Where do you think Tamar learned that from? So yeah, we're gonna blame the black mama this time. Yeah. Yes. You cannot you cannot feign responsibility for what you created. That doesn't even make sense. Doesn't mean that you are responsible for what they do. No. But you can account for the way that you show up because of what you learned or didn't learn, what the things you held on to, the toxic things that show up. They show up. That's just it. That's just it. I hope y'all are not in any relationships with family members that you don't want to be in. That sucks. To feel like you have to be in a relationship with a person and you don't want to be in a relationship with them. And then Tamar acting like you're not too much. Acting like you don't care whether or not she calls. Because if you did, you would call her. You don't care. Stop acting like you care. This act. Y'all wearing mask you don't have to wear. You wearing mask you don't have to wear. And for what? And then I'm just gonna keep, baby. I will call Tamar. It's too much, girl. Don't nobody want to be around that all the time. They don't. And then because y'all are allowed to revert back to the child, she literally starts acting all the movement, like, like acting like she can't keep still. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm sure she's trying to find comfort because I'm sure her nervous system is out of whack because she too is being asked to maintain a relationship. She has to act like she wants to maintain. You don't call me, girl. You don't care that I don't call you. Stop acting like you care that I don't call you. We don't call each other, girl. Stop acting like you doing the most to try to be in relationship with me. You put more effort into your relationship with these musty ass niggas who be publicly humiliating you than you do with your sisters. And that's okay if that's what you want to do, but that's what you're doing. So don't act like you care about maintaining the relationships when you're not putting the same effort that you put into the relationship with a man who publicly humiliated you. A woman got on the internet and said she sat on your man's face and he ate her ass. And you talking about he's the best thing that ever happened to you. Not too much on your bestie. Girl. You see how it looks? That's the reason why she shows up the way the reason why she's over there with JR is because Evelyn was with Michael. Ain't that his name? Michael, all these M's, them niggas with the M name. Shout out to the niggas with the M name. Y'all are I was listening to Heavenly and Carlos talk to another M name. He ain't even on the show. Trish, some pathological liar that's on the show. Sound like I haven't watched this season one. I haven't watched one episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I just know from the reviews that Trish sounds like a huge liar. Her pants is always smoking, girl. But that nigga that was on there, Mark, his name was Marquez, Marquise, something. All these M, Moses, Marquise, Martel, Mighty Mouse, Marsupio, Minestrone. What's the other one's name? Mandices, Mandingo. What's their names? All these M names, girl. I can't keep up. That's why whatever M name come out my mouth, you know who the fuck I'm talking about, because they ain't nothing different about none of them. They all the fucking same. So you know what I'm talking about, girl. Just whatever, whoever comes up in your mind, yes. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Same shit. Let's see what's going on. What? What? Girl, let me get you. You're gonna get Kiki for that one. You tried it. Hold on. You get Kiki. Let me go down a little bit more. People are so funny. I made a post. This is, I guess this video is about the fucking Braxton's girl. Miss Evelyn's repass will be the last time the Braxton sisters speak. They are encouraged to maintain contracts with each other out of obligation and then wonder why their other relationships suffer. Those women are being forced to be in a relationship with one another because of their mother. Their father isn't forcing them. The father could give, as usual, even though the father was there, he don't give a fuck if his kids are in relationship with each other. They're duplications. They run around with the last name Braxton. He don't give a fuck what y'all do. He don't care. He was on the video. I saw his face on the video. He don't give a damn. He was probably giving himself a pedicure while they were in their grief counseling. What about the father? The emotionless father who throws money at the children and grumbles and acts like he's so moody so he can control the environment, girl. We know. We know. You always blame the mother. The mother is the reason why they're behaving like this. Their father is the reason why they're behaving like this. They came from a church going two parent household. And look at all of them. Look at all of them. So don't tell me what a two parent household can do for a child. Because look at Tamar, Tracy, Trina, Tawanda, Tamar, and what's the other one? Tony. And Michael. Don't forget about him. He don't even fucking come around. Y'all, and then it's so funny how y'all act like, oh, why would you talk about Miss Evelyn's death? What do you mean? Or should we not talk about Tracy's death? What is this thing we don't talk about death? It comes. It's everybody, all of us out of here. One day, one way, out of here. So, and don't act like Big Mama doesn't Big Mama's death doesn't break up the family. Stop acting like that. I don't, that's the part where people can't be in conversation and have meaningful dialogue about the toxicity of how these family dynamics are set up, because y'all act like shit don't happen because you feel a certain way about words that are used. Yes, when that woman dies, they probably we will never speak to each other again, and only will speak to the ones who put forth the effort to talk to each other. If Tamar doesn't put in the effort to Tawanda, why the fuck Tawanda got to put in the effort to speak? It's just like any other relationship, y'all. Why Tawanda got to put in more effort? And furthermore, why I don't want to. That's it. I don't even want to. Don't tell me to put in effort. I don't want to maintain a relationship with her. That's why I don't call you. So don't act like you care that I don't call you, because you don't call me either. You don't put the effort because you don't care either. We're sitting up here acting like you're acting like you care that I don't call you because mommy is sitting right there. I don't understand why y'all can't. What you mean you don't understand why they don't want to? Y'all's brothers and sisters. Y'all got to get along. No, we don't. Do you know how fucked up your nervous system is to be around somebody you don't want to be around? No, it's not numbness. It's apathy. Girl, I can care less. No cares. No fucks to give. But I have to act like I give a fuck for mommy. Daddy don't care. He really, really don't. Have you talked to your sister? No, I don't want to talk to her. I don't need to talk to her. What do I need to talk to her for? We don't have nothing in common. She's too much. I don't like her personality. Don't ask me to talk to her. This thing where y'all keep trying to force people to talk to people they don't want to talk to. Stop acting like you need to control another person and how they interact with another person. You are only in control of yourself. Stop allowing other people to pull strings in your goddamn back and have their hands up your ass like you're a goddamn puppet telling you how to be in relationship with people you don't want to be in. You don't have to be in relationship with anyone you don't want to be in a relationship with. From your parents, your siblings, your friends, person you called your friend, your job. You don't. No relationship. You don't have to be in it if you don't want to. You have the decision. That's your decision. That's what you have control over. Allowing somebody else to tell you how to be in a relationship with somebody and you don't, it's messing with your own nervous system. That causes stress. She may not look stressed on the outside, but her body is baby. The body remembers. I don't like this person. That's why you shouldn't break bread with people you don't like. That's why I don't understand. That's why they don't eat on these reality shows. I'm not sitting across from no girl that I don't like and break bread with her just because there's cameras around here. That shit is weird. When I realized that I couldn't break bread with the paternal side of my family, I'm not going to break bread with y'all ever again. Y'all sat up there and saw me be assaulted and took the man's side. Y'all took the man's side. Why would I ever break bread with y'all again? My insides will probably not, my food probably won't digest because I'm around people that I don't feel safe around. Tamar and Tawanda do not have to be friends. They don't. They don't. Poor Tony. She don't want to be around them people. She already told us how many years ago. If y'all weren't my family, I would not come around. So that means that she is holding on. She feels obligated to come around them, even though she doesn't want to be around them. She said it. And here she is. She's back again looking. She be looking so like, girl, like her whole, when I tell you, Tony be looking like her shoulders are slumped over. Like she be looking like she's already so tiny and little. She just be looking like so small because she can't be herself because she's around people she doesn't feel necessarily safe around. We are taught to maintain contracts with family members that are long expired. They are. And it's just sad that we act like that's not happening. Where, oh, you don't talk about the woman's death. What are you talking about? That's real life. That's real life. This happens a lot in Black families. We're taught to stick together no matter what, but as you get older, y'all go in different directions. It's like forcing a toxic relationship to keep going, knowing it's ran its course. Miss E doesn't see she's making things worse. Someone said, I can honestly say me and my sister developed our relationship on our own. And it was the best thing because my mom has issues anyway. And we created our own thing and it works for us. So you are absolutely correct. You cannot force relationships. I agree. And in the midst of a grieving family member, right? Damn. One of our family members, our sister. And it's not lost on me that the sister that felt the most mistreated is the first one to go. It's not lost on me. Y'all didn't deserve Tracy. Sorry. I'm just going to say it. Y'all mistreated that girl. And not talking about the way y'all showed up with her, that's another lie. Y'all need to be honest about the way y'all showed up with Tracy and the way y'all treated Tracy. That's another lie. It's another fucking mask they got going on over there. Now, I haven't watched all the episodes. I was watching clips and I watched one of the episodes where they were sitting with the lady and Tamar was doing her head. You doing that just because of cameras, and you doing all of that just because of the cameras. So what are we doing, Tamar? You doing all of that because of the cameras. Baby, you don't twist your neck into a pretzel every time somebody says something to you. Don't nobody want to deal with that. Girl, get out of here. That shit is too much. On some real shit. But it's not lost on me that Tracy died first out of the sisters and the way that y'all treated her. I remember the first episodes they would have on the lower third. The wannabe? Y'all calling your sister a wannabe? And you know her circumstances? Y'all allowed them to call her that? That's nasty work. If y'all don't talk about the way y'all showed up with Tracy, y'all not being honest. Maybe you talking about it off of camera and we don't see it, but y'all need to talk about that. If we gonna use footage of Tracy, we need to talk about how we showed up to Tracy. Did y'all reconcile how y'all treated her? Did y'all apologize to her before she died? That's real. I'm not holding no fucking punches down here. It's real. Anyways, I gotta go. You are not required to maintain familial contracts that do not serve you. You can cut ties with people. You don't have to speak to your siblings or any other family members that you don't harmonize with. It's just simple as that. Y'all have to stop forcing people to be in relationship with each other just because just because their mother, right? The mother is there. Stop acting this thing where we are trained to act like we are still scared that our parents can whoop us, and you old as hell, about to draw retirement, about to retire, and you still scared of your 80-year-old mama. That's something you need to ask a therapist about. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not. Oh, I gotta go. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Happy Monday. Again, that's all I can say. You do not have to you do not have to maintain a relationship with anyone that you don't want to. You can change your mind. You're not required to stay in relationships with people that don't serve you, girl, that are toxic. Somebody send Tamar a mirror. All of them, all mirrors. That's the relationship that matters the most. That's the relationship that matters the most. If you looking into the mirror and you're compromising yourself for other people to make other people happy, for your mom, for your fat father, or whoever, no, 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 no. We're not operating in a space where we're abandoning ourselves to make other people happy. That doesn't work like that. You should want me to be in a happy space. Me being happy should make you happy. That should be what matters to you. I'm not happy sitting next to her. So you should be like, okay, since that doesn't make you happy, you're not required to participate in that anymore. You're not. You're not. That you have to be committed. No, no, no. You can break the commitment. If it doesn't serve you, you don't have to stay committed to shit that doesn't serve you. That is so toxic. That is so toxic. And again, It will manifest in other ways. It will manifest in your body. You cannot be in stressful situations when you're going, like Tony's situation. She has lupus. Stress is not her friend. And then now she has a heart issue. Baby, when I tell you, any of you making my little dial do this when I'm around you, I don't want to be around you. And I don't care what y'all say. My health, I'm I'm not going to allow you to no. No, 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 no. My health is of the utmost, is what's important. Me being in a relationship with you and me not being well and then being forced to be in a relationship with you, choose yourself. Put your Tony, put your oxygen mask on first. I'm just saying. Take care of each other, protect your energy.